It is October 27th, and I'm down here at this pond that isn't fixed yet. As we can see, the back wall is still eroding away over here, despite his solution of dumping rocks there. Yeah. So, another huge problem is that the pond is already so deep that it's about to breach the berm. If it goes up another, I would say, foot and a half. And, yeah, it's about to breach the berm over here. This is not the overflow, obviously. The overflow is over here. And this berm is not complete. It needs to be raised about another 5 feet to hold the water that is coming into here. I mean, this is already crazy. We do not want water spilling over that berm right there. It will destroy the berm. And it's very, very close to getting high enough to be leaking right over it, which will make the work of fixing this even more difficult. And this guy isn't supposed to come back until Tuesday. It is Sunday afternoon, and it's supposed to rain tonight. I'm afraid that by the time Tuesday rolls around, this is going to be a complete clusterfuck disaster beyond what I know how to deal with. We've got a pile of sand right here, packed with clay. And I can finally walk around on here without sinking through this, but he has to come back through here somehow, or somebody does, and remove all this shit. And I don't know why there's a giant hole right here. This has to be filled in. What the F? But, yeah, this entire berm down here has to be removed anyway. This part right here anyway does. So that somebody can get in and fix that back wall, which is gonna keep eroding until somebody makes a nice mellow slope cut into it. All those rocks have to be taken out, and somebody's got to make that a nice mellow slope. And we are maybe 10 feet from the head of the spring up there, so cutting back too much further is going to be pretty difficult, if not impossible. And all this water's got to be drained before an excavator can get in here. So this entire berm right here that I worked so hard to flatten and compact with a shovel is going to have to be removed, or at least part of it, to drain water out. I spent all day fixing this. So it was nice and flat, and you can see how close the water is to going over it. Right here. This is just, it's supposed to be fun and it's stressful, and I'm not happy with the excavator operator right now in a big way. This is just a clusterfuck. Now on to clusterfuck number 2, that I am still unbelievably angry about, that he did this without me here. I don't know how he's getting the excavator back in here to fix this one either. This is the tag indicating the border for this pond over here on this tree. And I'm probably 8 to 10 feet away from where he stopped. He was supposed to come all the way into here, and didn't. He stopped right here. Another reason we're not digging any ponds without me. And I'm having trouble finding the other tags. There's no tags indicating where to stop all the way over to here. And if they are buried in the berm of the pond, that is going to make me exceptionally fucking pissed off. Because who wants plastic buried in their brand new pond? Not me. Ugh. Get around here. Also, is this like what the fuck is this? I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. There's a giant fucking hole here that's been dug, and it's filled with mud and clay, and it's lower right here than in the other part of the, I'm not going to call this a berm because it isn't, but it's lower, and I mean, this guy is out of his fucking mind if he thinks he's picking where my overflow is going, because it certainly isn't going in the berm downhill of the pond. You don't do that. The overflow is probably gonna go. This is cute. He put rocks here as if I'm gonna let this fucking stand at all and not have him completely redo it. Look how steep this is. This has to be fixed. What is this guy's problem? I swear to fuck. He doesn't know what he's doing. The overflow is probably gonna go right here to the first pond, I should say. The overflow is probably going right here and emptying into that pond. Or it's gonna go over here. And the other option is it can go here and then gently curve downhill this way over here. Now, I can tell you where it absolutely is not gonna go, which is where he dug a ditch over here and made the berm, not a berm, but his excuse for a berm lower than everywhere else. The overflow is absolutely not gonna be here. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. He's got shit in his ears and he's not listening. You absolutely never, ever, ever, ever put your overflow spillway in your downhill berm that's supposed to be containing the water, because it will erode away and your berm will leak and your pond will fill. And yeah, I'm mad. I'm just out here to try to figure out how to fix this giant fucking problem. I don't know what the fuck he is doing. What are those rocks over there on that little pile of clay? Is he trying to be cute and create wildlife habitat when I haven't even planned out how this pond is going yet? What is this? Was this to keep water out of it while he was digging it without my permission? Like, what the fuck is this guy thinking? I just can't with these people. I didn't ask him to do any pond work while I wasn't here. He was supposed to be accepting a delivery of driveway gravel. This is fucking unacceptable. Look how steep that is, right under those piles of rocks. That's gotta be fixed. That's not staying like that. Oh my god, I'm so mad. So mad. So mad. Okay, it's October something. It's a Wednesday. 20-something, I don't know, Halloween is close. And update here on the pond clusterfuck. It still isn't fixed, as you can see. It's still eroding into the back wall, and now this berm I've been working on with a shovel to keep it from breaching, and obviously the spillway has to be lowered somehow unless this berm can increase magically with one person and a bad back shoveling it all day. The excavator operator and I have sufficiently pissed each other off and frustrated each other equally, so I guess we're even or some shit. Trying to work it out with this guy, because my people funding it keep giving him more money to continue the project. No matter what I say or do, which is maddening, but we got along fine when we were just doing the logging shit, and I don't know what happened, so trying to come to some sort of mutual understanding before I lose my fucking mind. But I don't know how the fucking excavator is gonna get back in here to fix the berm I'm walking on, let alone this part, which is too low here. It's, as you can see down in here, it's a swamp. These are probably 1.5, 2 foot deep ruts. And there's a huge, if you guys can see down there, a huge wet pile of dirt. And I'm burping. I'm really, really, really fucking hungry right now and should probably be going to take a lunch break. Yeah, this is just silly amounts of water. And the ponds aren't where I want them yet, and big arguments about the driveway and how that ought to be done, and I'm just losing my shit. I need it done right, or not at all, because of a traumatizing building experience I had 9 fucking years ago, where these guys just, I mean, it was like the handbook on gaslighting. They were asking me what I wanted and then doing the exact opposite of it. And I don't want to ever go through that again, so hopefully this guy suddenly starts listening a little more. Poor tree. But yeah, I'm like trying to do the least amount of damage when the conventional contractor with an excavator will come in and just want to wipe out 20 feet of trees around where they're digging and just make a giant fucking destructive mess. So that's not my style, so trying to avoid that bullshit. And it's really difficult because these guys want, easy instead of done right. So, but here I am, trying to fix this berm with a fucking shovel and a bad back on a damp, rainy day. At least it's a little warmer today. It's supposed to be, I think Halloween is tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 75 degrees up here, which is unheard of for the end of October. Terrifying, really. Everybody, please stop fossil fuels. Seriously. But, yeah, so that's the update on how this is going. Pond 2 over there, if you would call it that, is still a mess and also about to breach the bottom berm. I'm just gonna lose my mind. But yeah, that's how things are going. End of October here. Once the ground freezes and snow falls, I'm shit out of luck and jolly well fucked on fixing any of this until probably midsummer. And mud season will absolutely wreck this place. You know what? That berm collapsing right there, that would be a fucking absolute shit show. It would head right towards the bottom of the driveway if that berm collapses right there. That's where that whole entire pond would empty out to, right down on the side of the driveway and into it, where it's already so wet that we're gonna have to do another pond in there. So yeah, would be nice to get this fixed, in a big fucking hurry, kind of panicking. So that's where we're at here. Yay! Can you tell I'm overjoyed? I'm just overjoyed about this whole thing so far. So it's Halloween, October 31st. Moving trees to try to get the excavator back up into this first pond to fix the berm and everything, so it's all good. And this is about a 2-foot rut with water in it, so that's fun. So Halloween and getting the excavator back in here, attempt number 3 I think we're on, to fix this berm. There's a low point, and the lowest point right here, they gotta be beefed up. I was doing this with a shovel yesterday, and now my shoulder's killing me. This has to be raised up to the height of the spillway, and I gotta reduce the height of the spillway, probably with a shovel, to get this so it's gonna spill that way and not over the berm here. But this is, little tiny excavator. I'm trying to do these ponds with, this is like 44 by 44 or some ridiculous thing here, feet wise. Wow, this is crazy how fast this is filling. It's being fed by more than one spring, and yeah, so the time to get this berm raised up and all set is imperative here. Is there already a dead bug floating in here? No, that's a piece of root. Alright. Yeah. So, working on that. We're barely into this whole project and I'm ready to have a heart attack trying to get all this done right. It is November 1st and we are at pond number 2 in the morning here, and damn, everything's so peaceful back here when there's nobody up there making fucking noise and being nosy. I cannot wait to put up a privacy fence. But as you can see to the right, we still need to raise the berm on this pond quite a bit.